Very good morning everyone. Today we'll discuss about one of the very interesting subject of medical science, that is immunity. At end of this lecture you will understand about definition of immunity, types of immunity and various type of immunotherapy used for treatment of the disorders. Our environment containing wide variety of the pathogens such as bacteria, fungi, foreign substance, virus and parasite. So those microorganisms always affect the human body to produce the disease. But in reality, only few people susceptible to those organisms and another few people have resistance to those microorganisms. Do you know what is the reason? The reason is simple, is immunity. That is the today's topic. So we'll go for the immunity. So before that we'll see the word definitions. Immunity, taken from the Latin language, that is immunis, means extempt, means protection against antigens. Antigens means simple understanding, anything which produce, any substance which produce disorders to the human body known as the antigens. So immunity means in simple language protection against antigens. So we'll go for the definition as per the standard book. It defined as state of resistance or insusceptibility exhibited by the host to toxic molecule, microbes and foreign cells. So in simple language we can understand resistance against antigens. So if you look at the human body, there are two type of resistance. One is non-specific resistance, another one is the specific resistance. Non-specific resistance means resistance to infection against all antigens. Specific antigen means resistance to infection against specific antigens. So we'll go for the classification of immunity. So we have broadly classified into two categories, that is innate immunity, another one is acquired immunity. Innate immunity, otherwise known as the natural immunity or native immunity or inborn immunity. Acquired immunity, otherwise known as the adaptive immunity. So non-specific response happening in innate immunity and specific response happening in the acquired immunity. So we'll study one by one in detail. So before that we'll study about what is innate immunity, what is acquired immunity. So innate immunity means resistance present since birth. Acquired immunity means resistance acquired during life. This is a simple understanding. So we'll study in detail by knowing about the difference between innate immunity and acquired immunity. So as we discussed, definition of innate immunity is resistance present since birth, and acquired immunity means resistance acquired during life. Resistance in innate immunity, it is a non-specific resistance, that means it's against all type of antigens or wide variety of the antigens, and acquired immunity always helpful for the specific resistance or against the specific pathogens. Innate immunity always present before infections, that means as we know the definition, it is since birth, and acquired immunity develop after infections or any antigenic stimuli. The innate immunities are immediate response, where there is acquired immunities are delayed response. Immunological memory is absent in case of innate immunity, whereas present in case of acquired immunity. Duration is very short duration, that is day to week in case of innate immunity, and longer duration it persists till many years, that is in case of acquired immunity. Components of innate immunities are epithelial barriers, WBC, macrophages, NK cells and complement factors, which we discussed into the previous classes. Acquired immunity components are B lymphocyte, T lymphocytes and antibodies. Effectiveness is more limited in case of innate immunity and limitless in case of acquired immunity. So that's the difference between innate immunity and acquired immunity. Now we'll study innate immunity and acquired immunity in detail. Innate immunity. Definition of innate immunity. It defined as resistance to infection that an individual possesses by virtue of his or her genetic and constitutional makeup. The simple understanding, as I discussed, resistance since birth, that is known as the innate immunity. We will study about the type of innate immunity. So as we discussed, immunity have two types, innate immunity and acquired immunity. So we are discussing about innate immunity. Innate immunity again divided into three types, that is species innate immunity, races innate immunity and individual innate immunity. So we'll discuss one by one in detail. Species innate immunity means the particular species are resistant to pathogens. Example, human species are resistant to all kind of the plant pathogens, and birds are immune to tetanus. So this comes under the species immunity. And racial innate immunity means the particular races of that species are resistant to pathogens. Examples are Negroes are resistant to yellow fever and few Africans are resistant to malaria. Individual innate immunity means the specific resistance to particular individual of that of races. Example is homozygous twin resistance to tuberculosis and leprosy. So that's about the type of innate immunity. Now we'll go for the acquired immunity. Acquired immunity defined as resistance to infection that an individual acquired during life. So we'll study about the types of acquired immunity. Acquired immunity divided into two types. One is active acquired immunity, another one is a passive acquired immunity. So we'll discuss about what is the difference between active acquired immunity and passive acquired immunity. Definition of active acquired immunity. Resistance developed by the host's own immune system is known as the active immunity, and immune products are developed by the other host immune system and then received passively by the infective host for the resistance in case of passive immunity. So simple understanding, active immunity means the immune response developed by its own immune system, it is known as the active immunity, and whereas passive immunity means the immune response passively receiving by the from another host to the infected host. Okay. What is the causes of active immunity? Causes of active immunity is introduced either by infection or vaccines. Passive immunity, whereas passive immunity is transferring of ready-made antibodies. We'll discuss in detail. Immune response are long with more effective in case of active immunity, whereas short with less effective in case of passive immunity. Immunological memory is present in active immunity, where there is absent in case of passive immunity. Lag period. What is meant by lag period? So the lag period means entry of the microorganism or pathogens to human body till development of the immunoglobulin. This period is known as the lag period. Usually it is the more than 1 week. So this lag period is present in active immunity, whereas passive immunity lag periods are absent. If you look at the effectiveness, active immunities are more effective than the passive immunity, and booster dose is required for active immunity and not required in case of passive immunity. Immunodeficiency disorder, it is not effective in case of active immunity, and passive immunity is always effective. So that's the difference between active immunity and passive immunity. Now we'll discuss active immunity and passive immunity in detail and its type. Type of active immunity. As we know, immunity two type of immunities are innate immunity and acquired immunity. And acquired immunity have two types, active acquired immunity and passive acquired immunity. We'll discuss about active acquired immunity, again divided into two types, that is natural active immunity and artificial active immunity. So what is this two type? We'll discuss. Natural active immunity and artificial active immunity. Natural active immunity means resistance developed by the host own immune system as a result of either clinical or subclinical infection against antigens. Example means the person's infected by malaria or typhoid, so the antibody developed by own immune system, that is known as a natural active immunity. So we'll discuss what is meant by artificial active immunity. The resistance developed by the host own immune system as a result of vaccination, which are either live vaccines or killed vaccine. So the vaccinations theory helps for the artificial active immunity. Examples are BCG vaccine or polio vaccines. So now we'll go for the types of passive immunity. The passive immunity also divided into two types: natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. So we'll study what is the natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. Natural passive immunity means the resistance developed by the host by administration of immunoglobulin or antibody naturally without involvement of the host immune system. Example is immunoglobulin or antibody from mother to child across the placenta or through the milk. Artificial passive immunity means the resistance developed by the host by administration of immunoglobulin or antibody artificially without involvement of the host immune system. Examples are injection of immune system, that is a gamma globulin, tetanus toxoids. There are examples of artificial passive immunity. So by short, we will recollect once again. Immunity again divided into innate immunity. Innate immunity have three types: species innate immunity, races innate immunity, and individual innate immunity. Acquired immunity again divided into active acquired immunity and passive acquired immunity. Active immunity again divided into natural active immunity and artificial active immunity. Passive immunity again divided into natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. So we can understand innate immunity, species innate immunity means the particular species are resistant to pathogens. Racial immunity, the particular races are of that species are resistant to pathogens. Individual immunity means the specific resistance to particular individual of that of races. Acquired immunity divided into active immunity and passive immunity. Active immunity again divided into natural active immunity and artificial active immunity, and passive immunity again divided into natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. So what will be the conclusion? The immunity through the natural active immunity means immunity through either clinical or subclinical infection against antigens. Artificial active means immunity through vaccination, which are either live vaccine or killed vaccines. Natural passive immunity means immunity through administration of immunoglobulin or antibody natural to the host. Artificial passive immunity means immunity through artificial administration of immunoglobulin or antibody to host. So that's about the type of immunities. So now we'll discuss about what is immunotherapy and what is its type, how it helps to curing the disorders. Definitions. Treatment of the disease by increasing or decreasing the action of immune system is known as the immunotherapy. There are various types of immunotherapies available at present. Number one is herd immunity. Number two is adaptive immunity. Number three is immunotolerance. Number four is immunomodulation. Number five is immunosuppressants. So we'll study one by one in detail. Herd immunity. Herd immunity defined as level of resistance of a community or group of people to particular disease. Next one, it is adaptive immunity. Definition. It defined as host gets immunity through injection of lymphoid cells, that is T cells, or lymphocyte. It is known as the adaptive immunity. Immunotolerance. Immunotolerance means it defined as state of unresponsiveness to an particular antigen, usually to self-antigens. Immunomodulation and immunosuppression. What is immunomodulation? Immunomodulation means increasing the action of the host immune system, and immunosuppression means decreasing the action of the host immune system. So that's about the various type of immunotherapy. So now I am giving the top 3 questions, which is brainstorming questions, which helpful for stimulate your brain. So number 1, which immunity helps to eradicate the novel coronavirus, that is COVID-19? Question 2, which method of immunotherapy is believed to be alternative for antibiotic treatment at present? Questions 3, which type of immunity helps for immunodeficiency disorders like HIV and other disorders? So post your answer in the comment box, and we'll discuss into the next class. I will explain about the answer of those questions. Thank you.